Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. This is your coach Tehrim Tariq here from the platform of university.org and vjob.org, and I cordially welcome all of you in this new live session of online tutoring and teaching class. Let me share my screen first, then we will discuss about today's lecture. I hope my screen is shared with you people. So in today's video, we will be discussing about how being an online educator, how being an online tutor, you are supposed to create an effective lesson plans. What are the strategies to create an effective lesson plan, and how you are going to apply those strategies in order to create a constructive and effective online lesson plan for any kind of curriculum. So, if we talk about the concept background, designing effective online lesson plans requires careful thought and consideration of the unique aspects of the online learning environment. Whether you are an educator transitioning from traditional teaching or starting fresh with online instruction, here are some key principles that will going to help you a lot in order to create engaging and impactful online lesson plans. So these are the strategies that are required to be there practically when you are going to create a kind of strategy, a kind of online lesson plan. First one is set clear learning objectives. Begin by clearly defining the learning objectives of each lesson plan, of each of about each of the lecture. What specific knowledge or skill do you want your students to gain through that particular lecture? Clearly articulate these objectives to guide your lesson planning and ensure alignment between activities, assessments, and desired outcomes. So this is the first strategy you have to apply whenever you create an online lesson plan as an online or a virtual educator. Set clear learning objectives about a certain plan. In the next lecture, we will also see a practical demonstration of designing up a lesson plan, and you can also take an example of the lesson plan that I provided all of you on day number one, that is particularly related to this curriculum. So I applied all these strategies because I am an online educator and I am going to teach you a course which is what we call online tutoring and teaching. And for that reason I had to design a certain curriculum. I had to design a certain lesson plan, that on which day what I am going to teach you people, and what you are going to learn through that particular lecture or through that particular lesson. First of all, you have to set up the clear learning objectives. Aims and objectives are the crucial part of a certain curriculum. So, whenever you are designing a curriculum, you must keep in mind that you have to define, first of all, the major objectives of a particular course. Then comes chunk content. Break down your content into manageable chunks. And what do we call those chunks? As the modules of the course. So, this is the second part of the lesson plan of a curriculum. Whenever you are supposed to design a curriculum, whenever you are supposed to create a lesson plan, you have to follow these step by step. First of all, you have to define aims and objectives of that particular course, and you must be very clear, you must be very focused in regard to the learning objectives of that particular curriculum. Then what you are going to do is you have to divide the whole curriculum in the form of chunks. And what do we call those chunks? We call those chunks as the modules. Online learners may struggle to absorb large amount of information at once. Considering dividing your content into smaller modules or lessons and presenting them in logical sequence, use headings, bullet points, and visuals to make the content more digestible and easier to navigate. So, whenever we are teaching someone online, we must keep in mind that online module is not something equally digestible as compared to the physical module of education. So we have to be very lenient in regard to the curriculum whenever we're designing it for a certain subject, for a certain course that is to be provided to the students in the form of online education. So you have to divide in order to make your curriculum more digestible, in order to make your curriculum more manageable for the students. You have to divide it in the form of small little chunks. And what do we call those chunks as? We call those chunks as the modules. So modules is another type, is another crucial and basic part of any of the curriculum. So whenever you are going to design a certain curriculum, just keep these things in mind and apply them practically whenever you are designing a certain curriculum. Then comes engage with multimedia. Whenever you are creating a certain topic, kindly use the bullet points, because whenever we do provide a certain content in the form of bullet points, it is more digestible, it is more easy to understand, it is more easy to read about, and to go through it, it is really more easier as compared to the content that is being provided in the form of paragraphs, in the form of a large amount of content. So that is why we do prefer add bullet points whenever we are providing a certain kind of content to the students. Then comes engage with multimedia. Online learning offers opportunities for incorporating multimedia elements to enhance engagement and understanding. Use a mix of text, images, videos, audio clips, interactive simulations, and other multimedia resources to cater the diverse learning styles. So for example, if I being an online educator, if I only provide you the visual text, if I only provide you a large amount of content in a certain topic, and I do not share any kind of visual representation of that particular topic, that is what we call either a video or an image or any kind of the flow chart. If I'm not providing all those multimedia elements in a certain topic, that makes my topic very bore for the students, that is going to make any of the topic really extremely bore for the students, and they are not going to take interest in that particular topic. But if I explain that particular topic in the form of the flow chart, in the form of the mind map, then students are going to immediately grab that topic, and they are going to perform really very in a effortless manner whenever you are providing them with the multimedia elements along with the visual text, along with the content in the written format. So that is why it is really important to engage multimedia elements, and to provide the practical demonstrations of that particular knowledge to the students, so these elements can make the lesson more dynamic and help students grasp a complex concept very easily. Then comes utilize interactive activities. Online lessons should include interactive activities that promote active learning, incorporate discussions, group projects, case studies, quizzes, polls, simulations, and problem solving exercises to encourage student participation and critical thinking. Interactive activities foster collaboration and engagement and a deeper understanding of a subject matter to the students. So try to utilize interactive activities whenever you are going to become an online educator, and whenever you are going to provide online learning to the students. Then leverage technology tools. Explore various technology tools and platforms that can enhance your online lesson plans. Learning management systems offer features such as discussion boards, assignment submissions, portals, grade tracking, and online quizzes. Consider using video conferencing tools for live sessions, webinars, and virtual office hours. Online whiteboards, collaborative document editors, and educational apps can also enrich the learning experience as an online educator. So try to apply the technologies, and try to apply more and more tools in order to make your lectures more attractive, in order to make your lectures more digestible for the students. Then provide clear instructions. Online learners rely heavily on written instructions, so it is really crucial to provide clear and concise guidance for each activity or assignment. Clearly state what students need to do, how they should submit their work, and any specific requirements or expectations. Consider using visuals, examples, and step by step instructions to ensure clarity and avoid confusions. Next comes foster collaboration and interaction. We do always keep in mind whenever we are going to become an online educator, whenever we are trying to become a digital educator, we do always prefer to provide assignments, group projects to the students, so that they may collaborate with each other, and they do understand by the help of other students as well, and they do understand the concept, that what other students are thinking about that particular concept. Then comes incorporate assessment and feedback. Design assessments that align with learning objectives and provide opportunities for students to demonstrate their understanding. Use a variety of assessment methods such as quizzes, essays, and projects and presentations as well to the students, so that they may engage themselves in your lectures as well. Provide timely and constructive feedback to guide students' progress and reinforce their learning. Consider accessibility and inclusivity. Ensure that your online lesson plans are accessible to all learners. Consider the needs of students with disabilities and accommodate them by providing alternative formats for materials. For example, there are I do always repeat, as an online educator, you have to keep in mind the caliber of each and every student that is there in that is enrolled in your curriculum. For example, not every student have the same pace of learning, not every student have the same level of understanding, and they are going to understand at their own pace a certain topic. So you have to, being an online educator, everyone is equal for you, and you have to keep in mind that you have to learn, you have to make them learn if from the scratch. Even if you have to guide them through the in the alphabetical order as well, you have to do this. So, one thing you have to keep in mind that all students are equal for you, and you have to keep up your pace in accordance with the pace of other students. Design activities and assessments that allow for different learning styles and provide support for diverse student backgrounds and experiences. Then reflect and literate your students. Continuously reflect on your online lesson plans and seek feedback from students. Assess the effectiveness of your instructional strategies, engagement levels, and student outcomes. Use these feedback to make interactive improvements and refine your lesson plans over time. Remember that flexibility and adaptability are the key roles of online educator, or as a online teacher or tutor. You have to adopt these two key points, these two key habits in yourself as well. You have to be more and more flexible and adaptable in accordance with the pace of the student, in accordance with the flexibility of the student. Be very well prepared to adjust your lesson plans based on the student feedback, emerging needs, and technology advancements. By following these principles and continuously refining your approach, you can create effective online lesson plans that foster meaningful learning experiences for your students. So I hope you understood all these strategies that are to be applicable in while creating any kind of curriculum that is to be provided to the students in online learning environment. So always try to implement these strategies practically whenever you are going to create any kind of curriculum. I will also demonstrate you practically that how you are supposed to create a curriculum, what are the crucial parts of a curriculum, that for example aims and objectives is the most important part, then comes the modules, and what are the steps, step by step guidance in order to create a lesson plan. And we will discuss it in the practical demonstration in the next session. I hope you have learned each and every aspect of this live session. Now if you have any question, you are more than welcome to ask. I am stop sharing my screen, then you are more than welcome to ask your questions. Okay, so if you have any question, you are more than welcome to ask. Okay, if you do not have any question, then these are the last 5 to 10 minutes for you people. Go there on your LMS and start adding your submissions. I will check your submissions right after half an hour. So see you in the next session. Till then, stay safe, stay great. Good luck.